proper way to dispose of the surgical, the organs, and the blades. Typically, before the instruments and everything's washed, we make sure to clean up everything from the organs, and then we go ahead and throw everything in the trash. Left and just throwing the whole thing in the trash. And then I'll go ahead and remove the blade with my needle driver. So doing that and putting it right in the sharps container. And then I'll go ahead and also get the suture. Put that in the sharps as well. Okay, and that's how you properly dispose of any of the organs and sharps. Kind of over surgery shutdown. So I have my alcohol, which I'm going to use to spray my leads, and my thermometer and pulse ox, etc. And then we're going to go ahead and spray down the whole place with disinfectant, which is just disinfectant, you can all disinfect it. And this, we have a surgery towel put over this as well. So this gets taken off, this gets washed. And gets sprayed down along with our trough we might have used. The whole table gets sprayed down, and it needs to sit for at least 5 minutes. And we're going to spray my lamp. While that's sitting, I'm going to go ahead and spray my leaves. Typically, I just spray the napkin. Get nice and saturated. And go ahead and wipe them down. Starting from the face. I'm just going to wrap everything back up. At the end of the day, go back and make sure everything is wiped down, took it out. And then the machine. This machine also gets wet down.
You're good. I'm just gonna release them here. These things get used, right? Oh.
Turn it off. And disconnect my tubes. soap in the sink. And treatment. So we will have our chlorhexidine solution. We'll make 1-1 of that and have the tube soak. And then before the end of the night, typically have those rinsed and they'll be hanged to dry. The bottom of the table, making sure to get all of it around. Once I'm done rubbing everything down, I will sweep, mop, make sure to get under everything. All the mats and everything will be out, so right down. Everything away. Clean my vacuum, so take this apart and then dump this all in the garbage and then I'll replace it. Surgery is emptying the vacuum, then making sure the blade is clean for the next surgery. We have our leads that were, our ropes that were attached to the table. These also are taken off and they're washed every night. So they get pretty soiled. Moving stuff around. Getting under everything. finish up my mopping. And once this dries, I'll go ahead and put the mats back in the room. And we have different solutions that we make for our surgery mop. We have treatment dish mop water, then we have surgery mop water, different mop heads that we use. So today I'm going to show you how to properly clean surgical instruments. So my instruments have been soaked in chlorhexidine scrub solution, and I have added part chlorhexidine and then the rest with distilled water. So that's been soaking, and then we have our different type of brushes that we use that's soaked in chlorhexidine and distilled water. So I'm going to use the surgical instrument brush, and we're going to go ahead and start scrubbing. I'm going to lay them here to dry. Once I make sure to get all the grooves and crevices. And then they'll be rinsed with cool water. And once I finish rinsing them, they'll be sprayed with some instrument lubrication. The ultrasonic cleaner, that's what it's called. I'm trying to remember what it is called. So yeah, we don't have an ultrasonic cleaner. Those vibrations would help to, just in case I missed any. Just in case I missed any spots, but so once that is done, I'm gonna rinse with cool water. And all of our instruments are labeled with a dot, a color dot, so I can remember which instrument goes to which pack. Keep stuff organized. Okay, so I've already inspected my instruments to make sure there was no debris or blood or anything on them. So I already set them out. I'm going to go ahead and pat them dry with a lint-free towel. And then I'm going to go ahead and spray my instrument lubrication, making sure to get in the lock boxes. And then once these are dry, I'll let this sit for about 5 to 10 minutes, and I'll go ahead and pat it dry again with my lint-free towel. And then they should be ready for to be autoclaved. Today I'm going to demonstrate how to wrap the surgical pad. So we had a space surgery today, so I'm wrapping a space pack. So I've already arranged my instruments from biggest to smallest, and I have my needle grabbers and my nail scissors in the front, and I've set my scalpel handle through. keep everything aligned.
Do you need your rubber band ball?
No, that you can keep.
Okay, I'll bring it back when we're done.
Thank you. I was looking because I was doing stuff up
You need
there.
one there?
Yeah, it's fine. Thank you though.
Yep.
And my thumb forceps. And I've counted out my gauze. I have 10, total of 20 gauze. And on my drape. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my folds, make sure my pack is nice and tight to allow, actually I forgot my sterilization strip, so I'm going to put my sterilization strip inside to make sure all my instruments are autoclaved. I'm going to make sure to put everything nice and tight, making sure my tabs are nice and straight. Making sure to tuck my other tabs in. Okay, so that's my first one. I'm going to go ahead with my second drape. Okay, yeah. And then making sure everything is nice and tight.
I tried.
Alright, so I have my tabs hanging out. I'm going to go ahead and use my indicator tape. And then I'm going to go ahead and label my pack. I have a Canine spay pack. I'm going to go ahead and write today's date, which is the 25th, and my initials. Okay, and that's how you wrap a surgical pack. Okay, so today I'm going to demonstrate how to properly wrap a surgical gown. In the textbook they had a cloth gown. I do not have any cloth gowns at my clinic. I have some, at my clinic we typically use disposable gowns. So I'm going to do my best to reiterate how to wrap that gown. So I'm going to start folding with the arms, sleeves facing outwards. And then I'm going to go ahead and fold my gown in half. Making sure to get those sleeves straight as I can. sleeves nice and straight. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and fold in my gown in half. I'm gonna go ahead and lay it at the table so I can easily fold that. Make sure my sleeves are in and my strings are all tucked in, nice and neat, nice and straight. Tucking in my strings. Everything nice and straight and aligned. We're going to go ahead and fold again in half. And I'm going to go ahead and fold accordion style. So my sleeves are right on top, easily accessible. So when you go to unwrap the sort of pack gown pack, you just grab right there and can lift everything up like this. So yeah, and typically we would have some strings right there, but again, it's disposable. So that's that, and then typically I would have a hook towel, but I don't have one. I just have this hand towel, and then I'll put an OK strip in here and make sure everything gets sterilized. But you can't really have any of that either, so I'm gonna go ahead and wrap. I'm gonna go ahead and fold, make sure to make tabs so it's easy to unwrap. Making sure to get everything nice and tight. So that's a nice tab. I'm going to go ahead and do that process again for the outer wrap. Making sure that everything is nice and tight. Okay, so that's nice and tight. I have my towel right there. I'm going to go ahead and apply my autoclave tape. And then I'm going to go ahead and label this as a surgery gown. And then I'm going to put what size it is, which is a size small. I'm going to go ahead and put my initial and today's date. So So today I'm going to go over how to operate our autoclave machine. So first you want to go ahead and look at the water level line and make sure that it's within the green level. So always use distilled water. So I'm going to go ahead and fill the water level. Make sure it's within the green. Should be good enough. So, and you could, so now it's making sure that it's actually locked. So there's some settings up here. So I'll click pouches and then start. And how this autoclave works is the distilled water. Actually, this is an electronic autoclave. So the distilled water is heated up and uses steam to autoclave the instruments, and pressure and steam to sterilize the instruments. So packing an autoclave, when you do pack an autoclave, you want to make sure that the packs are nice and flat and that they're not bumped up against the walls at all, and there's an actual like a small gap in there so the steam can actually get around the packs and sterilize them effectively. Also want to make sure the door is locked when you there we go. Alright, so once the packs are in there, you're going to go ahead and go to this. There's a few cycles. So there's unwrapped, pouches, packs, and hand pieces. So I'm going to go ahead and use packs. And then it tells me it takes about 30 minutes. And the temperature is typically between 250 to 270 degrees. So it's going to fill the chamber. The distilled water will fill the chamber. It takes about 10 minutes for that, and then the heating process will begin. So some autoclave maintenance, we have a daily, weekly, and monthly checklist. So daily, we want to clean the external surfaces of the autoclave and wipe everything down and disinfect it. And we want to inspect the gasket inside to make sure there's no tears, no rips or damages to that. And then we also want to make sure that when we do sterilize that no steam is venting from the autoclave machine. So now it's actually sterilizing right now, but we don't see any of that. So whoever runs the autoclave is making sure that they don't see any of those things, especially the steam escaping when it's actually sterilizing. And weekly, we want to drain the water inside, which is the distilled water, and replace it with new distilled water. And we're going to go ahead and wipe the racks down with distilled water and a speed cleaner, which is this right here. And wipe all the racks down, take the rack out and wipe that down as well. So yeah, and then we'll replace that back. And then monthly, we will do a similar fashion, but we will drain the water, and there's actual step-by-step process of using this. So it's like draining the autoclave, filling it with 1 part of this, and the rest with distilled water, and then running the pouch cycle, and then draining it again, refilling it with distilled water, running a wrap cycle, drain it, and then again. So it is, like I say, it's a step-by-step process which we do with that speed cleaner, and that's our monthly. This is the pack that I autoclaved earlier. It has the autoclave tape, which have the indicator lines on it, the sterilization lines through it, to let me know that their pack will have been properly sterilized. And also, when I do open the pack, there is an indicator strip that's inside that will have the similar stripes of the steam sterilization, the change of color in the indicator tape as well. Okay, so today I'm going to demonstrate how to remove sutures, and we got a few staples that look like it can be removed. So I'm going to use my needle holders, and I'm going to grab. Also observing to make sure that there is no discharge or bleeding, our suture looks healthy. I'm sorry, our wound looks healthy. So I don't see any bleeding, I don't see any discharge. I'm gonna go ahead and my staple remover.
You've just got one piece under there, Angela. That's fine, that's not. One last one, all done. Done, done.